Hello, Senior Stoner fans. It's the real Senior Stoner back at you for your Lookah beautiful blue glass bubbler and Candy Pens Ruby with the Dabcap for Diamond Dab of the Day, portable style. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining me. As always, if you enjoyed today's video, please send a subscription, join the family. Love to have you. Send a like, and I reply to all comments. You know, when I was a young man and a young guy, I was all over the place. Boom, 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 boom. The first thing I wanted to do sometimes became the last thing I did. The last thing I wanted to do sometimes became the first thing I did. But as I grew older, as I became more sharp in business, as I had a family, I learned about priorities. We must find ways to prioritize our lives. That's correct. We must find ways to prioritize our lives. And you know what? There are a lot of ways to do it. So, what are the priorities in life we should have? Sometimes we feel like everything's important, so we struggle sometimes to get anything done. We can feel like there isn't enough time in a day to do all our tasks. So if that's the mindset that most of us have, we need to set priorities. Not having a clear sense of your priorities makes it harder to manage your time. And when your time is mismanaged, it can be more of a struggle to make any progress with your goals. So determining priorities really is a key factor to accomplishing whatever matters in your life. Being clear on them allows us to make decisions better. First, we have to understand what are priorities. A priority means giving merited attention before competing alternatives. Simply, instead of dealing with the stress of everything being important, you have something to be focused on first. You can be more able to say to certain requests of your time, no. You can be more disciplined in what you choose to do in your day. Priorities. But you know what? They're different from goals. A goal is the end objective to what you're trying to achieve. Things related to school would be put first, and you'd say no to choices that would keep you from achieving your goal. But why should you have priorities? Well, it's no fun being indecisive. And really, we have to now develop confidence in our decision making through having clearly defined priorities. You'll become less burned out, and you won't try to do everything. It's real simple. So let's discuss some priorities in life, not necessarily in order. Your physical well-being. Well, of course, your physical well-being. People who aren't physically fit tend to have less energy, and if you don't have as much energy, you're going to be less motivated to do what makes you happy. So taking care of yourself, you need to get enough sleep, you need to eat right, you need to try to exercise. This will make a difference in your overall physical wellness. A priority is also mental well-being. There's a circular effect when you take care of yourself mentally and physically. It's the better you'll feel if you take care of yourself physically. It's the better you'll feel if you take care of yourself mentally. So it's important to look at things in a circular way. Taking care of our mental well-being is something that should really be important to everyone. Well, we need to define and understand our life purpose. We all have hopes, dreams, and passions in life, ideas we've thought about since childhood, or a purpose we've discovered in our adulthood. Whatever the case is, it can be something that we make important in our life. Let's take the time to do something every day that gets us closer to our dream. Put together a long-term plan of success that makes your purpose in life more possible. You know what? Go out and try new things. Take on different challenges you've never considered. Take time to get out and do things more to discover your purpose if you haven't already. Then put a plan together to pursue it. Family stacks up high on the list of priorities, but it's a tricky one. There are people who make family everything, and there are people who don't care much about their families. It varies, unfortunately. It just might be a different way in different people. No matter how your parents may have been, you still wouldn't have wanted to be in this world without them. That's just the way life is. If you can just be sure that it doesn't have a significant negative impact on your life, family, whether it's the one you grew up with or the one you found in adulthood, is a wonderful thing to make matter in your life. Relationships need to be prioritized. That's right. Beyond family, relationships in general can be something you make time for in life. If relationships with friends, your partner, family members are a negative one, you need to find a way to fix it. Pay attention to how much people listen and understand you versus waiting until they can speak and defend themselves. If you're prioritizing mental well-being, then for the sake of it, you might need to cut negative people out, unfortunately. So we need to put together, once again, a long-term plan of success that makes your purpose in life more possible. So what happens is, maybe, we don't even know our purpose now. If that's the case, then things need to be prioritized even more. Try new things. Take on some different challenges. Like I said, you need to always be aware of your financial well-being. Money is something we pretty much focus on in life. Without it, it's very difficult to take care of ourselves and our family. But, over time, you can build up enough knowledge to make maybe wise investment decisions. Maybe consider looking into consulting with an investment advisor as well. It's important that you focus on financial well-being throughout your life. Personal development should also be a priority of people's throughout their life. The better we get as people, the better our life gets. That's why we should think about making personal development an essential priority of life. You see, motivational speakers would tell you that there are plenty of life skills out there to improve in yourself. Some other things you might want to do. Well, look at your weaknesses, find out what they are, find resources to help you increase your chance of success in life by dealing with those weaknesses. Look at it as a challenge, a fun challenge, to see how much you can build yourself up as a person. And we need to prioritize community. Community is a big thing for some people. We all have to live together, so it should be important for all of us to do our part to care about one another, whether it's volunteering in your local community or a global community, or donating. It's helping people, other people, which helps us from being crushed by the burdens of the world. You help someone, I guarantee you someone will help you. We need to prioritize safety. Now, particularly when you find a place to live, make it important to live somewhere safe. Unfortunately, not all of us have that luxury. If you're planning to move somewhere new, find out where the safest places are to live. You want to be so you don't have to worry about walking out your door. Prioritize, for God's sake, your happiness. As important as it is, do you know that many people just don't make enough time for it to be essential in their lives? We spend a lot of time worrying about how our choices affect someone else. Well, you know what? There's nothing wrong with being selfless towards others. But we should also be considerate of ourselves. If we're happy, we can be better able to make others happy. So let's think about what makes us feel really good in life. These are the things we should try to do. Try to eliminate the things that don't bring us closer to happiness. You know what? You'll be better off as well. It's not that hard today to prioritize your life, your work. When you tell yourself, I put family first, but schedule a meeting at dinner time, you're kidding yourself. So ultimately, we vote our priorities every single day with everything we do. So we need to be practicing being present. That's right. Pay attention and let it motivate you, because it's critically important. You need to be present for you. You also need to think about what your ideal situation would be. What's your ideal day look like? What's your ideal week look like? And maybe don't go it alone. Get some accountability. Ask a friend, a partner, a spouse, a coworker to help you create some boundaries for yourself. When you cross the boundaries, there's consequence. You know what? It's easy to forget that every action has a consequence, but it's pretty easy to remind yourself of that. Maybe consider your calling. That's right, when you're in the throes of busy life, whether it's personal or business, maybe ask yourself, what am I meant to do? That's right. Pursue our passions. Often, people just need to figure out a way to pivot a little bit more in the direction of purposeful things. Each of us only gets so many days on earth, and they go by faster than we realize, especially when you're 64. So let's not try to spend them on things we don't actually matter to us. So, now, you know what? We're practicing improving our values every single day. We're practicing being more honest and forthright with ourselves every single day. The priority is to just be better the next day than we were today. Thanks for joining me, everybody, talking about priorities in life. This is the Real Senior Stoner with my Lookah beautiful blue bubbler, my candy pens Rubi, and my Dabcap. Are you ready? Here we go. Wow. Are you kidding? This little thing. It's incredible. Well, thanks everybody for joining me today, talking about priorities in life. You know what to do since you enjoyed it. I know you did. Send a subscription, hit that button, send a like, and a comment too. Have a great day, everybody, and let's find a way to get those priorities in life focused on. Cheers.